Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you about 15 or more signs that can help you spot a psychopath. And pay very careful attention. As I'm gonna give so many signs, some of those signs are present in very normal, ordinary people. So if you saw some of those signs, this does not mean that a person is a psychopath. However, if you saw most of those signs or even all of them, then simply know that you are dealing with a fully fledged psychopath. So let's begin. Sign number one, a normal person shows an intense reaction to disturbing situations, images, or scenes. If, for example, a normal person saw a terrible accident in the street, they are very likely to react emotionally or at least to seem like they are affected by what they saw. Whereas psychopaths do not get affected. Simply, they do not get moved. Studies have shown that psychopaths do not get moved by those disturbing scenes. And one of the very interesting signs you can use to know that is to look at the pupil dilation of the person. The pupils are the black part inside the eye. When a person gets emotionally aroused, those pupils become bigger, and as a result, the person shows or displays that they are affected emotionally. Psychopaths, on the other hand, they simply do not get emotionally aroused, and so their pupils remain the same even after seeing a disturbing image or picture. Sign number two, psychopaths are usually highly disagreeable. Those are the type of people who will usually disagree with you on everything. They are not the kind of people who can be convinced with anything easily. They are rebels, they are rule breakers, and many of them end up as criminals as a result because simply a psychopath is the last person who can become a law abiding citizen. Sign number three, psychopaths are very impulsive. They are totally random, unexpected. They have a serious problem controlling their emotions and their impulses. And as a result, they act very quickly. They react emotionally and act intensely all of a sudden. They are totally random. You would never expect what their next move is. And this happens because they have serious problems controlling their impulses and desires. Sign number four. Psychopaths are very low on empathy. They do not feel what others feel. They have very low remorse. They have low guilt. They can do something terrible, such as hurt somebody with a terrible comment, yet not feel any kind of thing and never feel that they have done anything wrong. There was a documentary on Netflix about a psychopath who used to kill cats and display their videos on the internet. And again, this is a sign of an extreme sign, of course, of lack of guilt, lack of remorse, and low empathy for humans and of animals, of course. And do not get this wrong. A person can raise an animal and still be a psychopath. But again, we are looking for many of the signs together and not just one. Sign number five. There was a study that shows that psychopaths are very likely to go to bed late. I go to bed late. I do not think I'm a psychopath. But again, look at all of the picture combined and not just one part of the picture. So one of the behavior tendencies of psychopaths is to go to bed very late. Number six, psychopaths like bitter food and they are usually addicted to coffee. As you can see, so many people are addicted to coffee, but this doesn't mean that they are psychopaths. But once you find five, six, seven, or 10 signs together, then know that there might be something goes on. And by the way, there are levels of psychopathy. A person could be a psychopath who's not that harmful, and a person could be a psychopath who's extremely harmful. So there is a scale. It's not just one simple black or white thing. Sign number seven, psychopaths are highly egoistic. They are very self centered. They seem very proud. They display superior behavior. They try to act superior to others. Everything revolves around them. They are very self centered individuals. And so they do not care about anything but pleasing themselves and satisfying their own desires. If you saw somebody with this trait, this is a very dangerous trait and it might mean that this person is a psychopath. Sign number eight, psychopaths are very aggressive. They are very hostile people. They are the type of people who pick fights for no reason. You know, this type of person who hears a single word and then reacts very emotionally and gets angry and starts to pick a fight or picks fight for no reason, even if nothing was told to them. This is another very powerful indication that the person might be a psychopath. Sign number nine, psychopaths are cold, unfriendly. They are not the type of people who can have a good relationship with a person. They usually have superficial relations and they usually feel superficial emotions. Yes, they feel some emotions, but not the type of emotions that would let them mingle and have a good intimacy with people or with others. So, if you found a person who is highly unfriendly and sometimes antisocial, which is the next sign, then know that this person might be a psychopath. Being antisocial doesn't mean that you are a psychopath, but being antisocial might mean that there is a high possibility that the person might be a psychopath. Sign number 11. Psychopaths are highly disorganized. They do not follow things through. They are the type of people who do something and jump from one thing to another, and they usually have so many unfinished tasks. They are people who simply cannot follow through. This lack of organization and this lack of discipline or this lack of self-regulation and control helps make a person a psychopath, because simply lack of self-control and lack of self-regulation is one of the things that makes the person do so many wrong things that they would usually regret. And while a normal person can lack self-control, they will usually do something and feel very bad after doing it. A psychopath, on the other hand, will do it and feel no guilt at all. Sign number 12. Psychopaths are usually very bold risk takers. They are sometimes called fearless people. They seem that they are not even afraid or even anxious. Some people say, or some studies say, that psychopaths do not experience any kind of anxiety. They do not think about the consequences. They can do something that would bring grave consequences, such as a crime, but they simply do not think about the consequences at all. This is another one very powerful sign that somebody might be a psychopath. Sign number 13. Psychopaths are usually calm under pressure. Like, for example, when a psychopath gets arrested, I'm pretty sure you have seen something like this in movies. And this is something that Hollywood has displayed properly. A psychopath is usually calm even when they are facing a big threat. The police is arresting them, they are putting them into jail, and they seem so calm and laid back. This is another trait of psychopaths. Sign number 14. A study has shown that psychopaths are more likely to do certain jobs. This doesn't mean that the people who are doing those jobs are psychopaths, but it simply means that psychopaths are more likely to be drawn to those kinds of jobs, and you are more likely to meet psychopaths in those positions. Those jobs are CEOs, lawyers, journalists, media people like popular media icons, the people you see on TV sometimes, and so on, surgeons, policemen, and so those jobs are highly attractive to psychopaths, and you might find more psychopaths in them than in normal, ordinary jobs. Sign number 15, and the last sign for this video, is that psychopaths are usually highly manipulative. They are dishonest. They manipulate you to reach what they want. And this is a sign that it is not easy to detect or see, but you have to be careful how that person deals with others so that you know how this person is going to deal with you when you interact with them. So those were all the signs for today's video. I hope they were useful to you. If you found this interesting, please subscribe to this channel. More videos coming, more interesting videos coming, and stay tuned. Till the next video, take care of yourselves and bye.